Hola amigos, what is up? This is Tails Firebaga, and welcome back to Let's Play Mega Man Battle Network 2. As you see, we have a lovely second star in our title screen after beating the game last time. So we're here in National Harbor, or not National Harbor, and just the harbor. Marine Harbor. Harbor. James Harbor. So, yeah, we're gonna start the post-game up. Now, if I was a post-game, where would I be? Well, thankfully we can take our AC/DC Town pass and go to AC/DC Town and jack into Land's computer. Is Higsby's open yet? Does it just not open at all this game? I swear that's very inconvenient. Incredibly so. But anyway, let's jack into right here and be on our way. Now, I did, as I probably showed off in the previous episode, hopefully I remembered to, in an episode, we did get codes that allow us to access certain parts of the internet, so... Oh. Well, first, we've got to fight. There we go. We'll take that. So yep, this takes us all the way over here, which we can then use to hit up the wrong area. What I want to do is hit up the Undernet. Because now that we are, you know, done with the main story, I'm going to assume that the post-game takes place in the Undernet. Now, I don't entirely know for sure, but considering that in Battle Network 2, or Battle Network 3, the post-game was in the Undernet. In Battle Network 4, I don't know. In Battle Network 5, the post-game was the Undernet. That wasn't that wasn't a matter of I don't know. It was just a matter of I don't care about Battle Network 4's post-game because it sucks. Because you play the game over and over and over again, because it runs on a stupid New Game Plus system that's terrible. Talk more about that eventually. Forgive me if I'm not too excited about it. There's Little Cloud. Oh right, it locks onto the closest enemy. Shit, why did I think that it would go 3 squares ahead? Because I've been using it from 3 squares away on a lot of enemies. Anyway, there's Yo-Yo. Yo-Yo! I think that maybe I should also jack back into the apartment computer and get some Yo-Yo chips. I'm also going to have to get those purple mystery datas opened at some point, but for now I'm not too worried about it? Question mark? There we go. Didn't even have to try for that one. Does that bring 2 S? Very nice. This will probably be a virus. No, it's guard. Nice. Now, I don't know how much money those mystery datas will actually have as like a maximum. I believe I've read 50,000 somewhere, but there's no way that can be right. Whoa, was that some amazing editing as soon as I mentioned the Undernet? With a classy screen wipe to boot? Probably not with a classy screen. Tails, remember to add in the classy screen wipe.
Yes!
Just saying. Anyway, as I said before, the Undernet, probably where the post-game is going to lie. So therefore, we shall travel to adventure to a faraway land called Phuket. Alright, now, thing is, you can do a lot of damage there. I like that attack plus 20 is a thing. Like, that seems broken, but at the same time, like, I just enjoy the fact that that is a thing in this game. And I guess that's one of the cool things I've, you know, noted about this game. Battle Network 2 is very much, like, not a game that pulls its punches at all. But at the same time, this also seems like a game where it's very easy to break the game in response. I want to get everyone lined up here. so I can start doing some widespread damage. Okay, well maybe that wasn't as widespread as I had once thought. Let's cook these shrimp. Shrimp! Always gotta do that. It's always gotta do that. Why? Because I'm done. Shrimp is also a funny word to me, to be fair. I don't know what it is, just the way it's said. Shrimp. Shrimp. Hang on. I am seeing some kill two birds with one stone logic going on over here. But what I need to do is get everything in a proper position. And that is not a proper position. That's very improper, as a matter of fact. Sir, do you have the proper documentation to be in this net area? Fine. I was hoping to kill like both of those enemies as they got close with a single swing of my Life Sword 3. But it did not work that way. Unfortunately. But yeah, I think Life Sword 3 is actually a great example of just how this game doesn't pull its punches, but you can break the game very easily in response. I'll say that, like, out of the Mega Man Battle Network games I've played, which would be all of them at this point, great job, way to go, genius, is the hardest. I'll say that. This is harder for legitimate reasons than games like, say, Battle Network 1. I mean, Battle Network 1 had its difficulty, let me tell you that, but a lot of that was just arbitrary bullshit. And even then, like, Battle Network 1 was easier in a lot of ways, too. Everything did insane damage in Battle Network 1. Like, there's a lot of things that do huge amounts of damage, and it's kind of the same in Battle Network 2. But in Battle Network 1, I was mitigated by the fact that you healed after every battle, and that's something they took out in this game. But I can't be mad about them taking it out because they added in so much else that was, like, good in this game. For instance, navigating the web is a lot easier than it is in Battle Network 1, and I really like that. I don't think I'll ever do a playthrough of Battle Network 1, not that I don't want to do, like, all the Battle Network games. But it's rather mostly just because, for Battle Network 1, that game's just a pain in the ass to play. Because it feels like it's constantly fighting you. If that makes any sense. Like, there's just so much about Battle Network 1 that feels like it's fighting against the player and trying to be a somewhat player-hostile experience. But it doesn't quite do it all the way in certain... I can't even, like, begin to describe Battle Network 1. It's not hard, but when it gets hard, it's hard for bullshit reasons. Like, say, the static electricity status ailment that was only in Battle Network 1. Let's cover the screen in clouds, at least. For the fact that said static electricity status ailment only appeared in the only dungeon where you couldn't automatically heal, which made it that much more of a big deal. And I mean, it's kind of cool that they upped the difficulty of it somehow. But at the same time, like, that's not a very good way to up the difficulty of it. In my opinion, anyway. And who knows, maybe somebody who's played Battle Network 1 will you know, be able to tell me differently. Maybe they'll say, hey, actually Battle Network 1's the best game in the series. Somebody might be under that impression, and who knows? They might come here and say, hey, your opinion is wrong. How dare you say that Battle Network 1 is not the best game of the series? And I think Battle Network 1 definitely has its merits, as far as things are concerned. Like, after all this stuff like style changes and program advances and whatnot, Battle Network 1 almost feels like refreshing in its simplicity. If that makes any sense. There's none of the like super complicated, I mean program advances were still in that game, but there's none of the super complicated stuff that was in the later Battle Network games. It's not like you have randomly generated style changes or that are based on player habits. And it's not like, oh, it's cyber creating a rift between the real world and the fake world. It's very much just, hey, Dr. Wily's pissed off at the world, he wants to take it out on everyone. Well, let's use the gospel code. And where will this take us? Takes us to a bug frag, but nowhere else. Now, to my understanding, there's an Undernet 4 and 5 that exist in this world. God, this fast Metar. Oh no, I've managed to screw myself out of being in the center. Oh. Use the entrance to Undernet 4. I'm an idiot. Alright, well, let's explore Undernet 4 then. It's bound to be even tougher viruses. B-Tank 3, well, at least we can start getting, like, big bombs now. Oh, those are big bombs. Don't actually know if I want to get those anymore. Oh, why did I run into all of those? Well, I've just taken an exceptional amount of damage. Okay, I need a hero. I need Little Cloud to brighten my day. HP max, that's very nice. Alright. Use the gospel code, open the security cube, open the door, step on the floor. Ah, we did it! We've successfully walked to the dinosaur. Oh, here's Brushman. Oh no. Oh no, Headies. We haven't seen these guys yet. Or Megallion, I guess, as their name is. In this particular oh. Damn it, I was hoping to get, like, both of the Heady dudes. Both of those Dynamite Headies. So the way these guys work is that they have an aura around them at pretty much all times except when they attack. Each one is also weak to a certain element as well. Now that guy is not weak to fire. And he's not weak to water either, shoot. But basically, each one of these guys has an aura. Now, the aura is broken if you hit it with an effective element or if you deal enough damage to break the aura. And the aura's health is represented in a big number. Now, unlike a barrier, which has a certain amount of hit points to it, an aura only has one hit point, but you need to be able to deal enough damage to break that one hit point. It will only survive one hit against something that's effective against it. And I'm gonna get this guy out of the way just right off the bat, because I don't trust him. So we're kind of getting to the point where viruses are gonna be a bit of a headache again. Oh no, I'm only doing 5 damage per shot now. That stinks. There's those holy panels in action. Would like to get a holy panel battle chip, but I know that's necessarily going to happen. Also, Ear, what are you doing? Making me feel all weird inside. Oh my god. Alright. B-Tank 3s start moving just right off the bat, too. Ah, it sucks. Oh no, I want to kill the brush man first. And then set Little Cloud. Because that's going to help tremendously. So I'd say that Little Cloud is actually going to be very good for viruses that just kind of hang out in one row, and that'd probably actually be a very good option for bosses like Thunderman and whatnot. More of these guys. Alright. Well, shoot. What do I do here? Oh yeah, that's the other thing. So the hit that destroys the aura isn't going to destroy the virus. They're also immune to any kind of status ailment when they're in that lovely aura of theirs. So you gotta be careful. Thankfully, both the head and the body seem to act as weak points. But I think only one registers is being hit at a time. These guys were in 6. So it's not like, oh, I remember these guys from Battle Network 3 or Battle Network 5. Nah, these guys are in 6, and I believe they're also in 1? I think? Were they in 1? I know they were in Network Transmission. But then again, like, a lot of enemies from Network Transmission were carryovers from this game, which actually pleasantly surprised to see them in their original context. Alright, B-Tank, you know the drill. I need you to die. So I can kill this Brushman. Saul Brushman, attorney at law. There we go. As long as I keep that B button smoking, and hey, Holy Panel. Holy Panel R. So as I think I mentioned before, Holy Panels will increase your defense, enabling you to survive twice as much punishment when you're on one. Basically cuts the damage of anything that hits you by half. Problem is, however, Holy Panels are a little bit annoying. I think they're also used in a program advance called Sanctuary. Now, Holy Panels are definitely... okay, that actually did hit him through his aura. What? I thought that wasn't supposed to happen. What? I thought it didn't hit them through their aura. Or like the first hit would break the aura, but not actually damage the target. What? Did I super fuck up my explanation? Or did I hit him with an elemental weakness for that aura? Because the auras are also affected by certain elements, too. So that's something that's gotta be considered. Okay, you're in the back row. That's a perfect spot. Except I'm out of health again. Great. Just gotta find our way around here. It's a big old maze. The Undernet tends to be. We've explored one side. Now we'll explore the other, I guess. Hey, there we go. That was nice, and we got Burner F for it. Very nice indeed. Alright. The only ones who can pass through here are those who have the star ID. Only those who know at least 130 types. Okay, so this is our gate to the postgame, I guess. So how many chips do we have in our full? 127. So we need to have information on 3 more different kinds of battle chips. Are you kidding me? Apparently you're not. What chips can we get data on around here, though? And this is Undernet 5, which probably has even more stuff. Who do you think you are? Even gospel people don't mess around in this area. If you keep going, I don't think you'll return alive. Oh, we're definitely getting into the thick of things now. Look at that. A big old glowing Xbox. 550,000 zennies! Are you kidding me? Dude, nice! That must have been, like, super lucky or something. Like, I had to have been, like, ultimate lucky student for that to have happened. We're also getting into the territory of a lot more different panel types showing up. Enemies that are gonna give us a rude awakening if we get hit by their attacks. Because electricity is weak to wood. Oh, this fellow. Hang on. We've seen this fellow before. Kinda. So this guy, of course, these fish enemies, we've seen, you know, a little bit of them before. But never in this arena. What they do is that they send out a bubble that continuously chases you and explodes in a 3x3 area if it catches you. However, they carry around very good battle chips. The heat spread and bubble spread chips can only be obtained by defeating those viruses. Now, heat spread is basically a much better version of our heat shots. Hey. You wanna have fun there? Yeah, we have fun here. Nice. Kinda wish I had a wood style at this point so I could take advantage of these grass panels. Where does this lead? Undernet, there's a 6. Wow, we're deep in here. Is there anything else as far as, like, items we can get, like mystery days and whatnot? Well, at least roll can go through rocks. We can drink roll and rock? I don't know why it was taking me so long to make that AVGN quote. Never mind, it's not worth it. Drink a rolling rock on the rolling rocker. Man, I can't say that. Weird. Then again, I don't necessarily make it a habit to say AVGN quotes all the time. Sometimes I like to come up with my own stuff. But only sometimes. Alright, so this is Undernet 6. Man, this is a big frickin' maze. Lots of stronger looking enemies that we haven't encountered, though. And I mean, even enemies, I believe we've encountered, like, the big Cloudies before. Cloudy 3s. But we haven't encountered, like, random encounter versions of them. We've encountered them in the ice. So now we're getting to the point where we can actually, like, farm off these guys to get their battle chips. We're doing 128. Alright, so I can't go this way. And there's absolutely nothing this way. Absolutely nothing. Oop, we got Can Devil 2 and Deathfire. Let's take care of that Can Devil. I love that the last one The last little soldier hits the frickin' thing. The candle. It's called a candle. It was a stoop sale, which is like a yard sale if you live in Brooklyn, which I do. Love that song. MC Frontalot is good. Make some good tracks. There's a Mr. Prog down there. Can't be opened with an S license, alright. Well, we need to grab an S license at some point. But we've established that this place exists. And that's cool. Like, if there's anything good about what we've got here so far, it's that we've established that this location exists. We've established that there are strong viruses that we haven't seen anywhere else. And we've also established that we will need to come back here with the S license at some point. If we want to get things. Yeah. Go for the guaranteed kill damage, may as well. Want to destroy this cannon. There we go. I guess it had 100 HP or something. Had that hundo going on, that E-Honda. There we go. Still does a lot of damage. Okay, so we can't go there. Can we go this way? No, we can't. There's a virus in disguise. Oh, hey! These guys. And I cannot do any elemental weakness exploiting right now. Hang on. Because you can break that. Yeah, there we go. Now we can exploit. If I can get some Yo-Yo 2s, actually, that would be great. They're slightly more powerful than Yo-Yo 1s. Nope, not what I was hoping for, but no well. I think this is pretty much all we can do right now, is just run around, kill things, and... Yes, you know what? Let's kill these guys, and then I think I'm gonna call it an episode. So it seems that we need our S license to continue things along. Also, these lava panels. Bit of a pain in the butt. Yeah, so in order to get deeper and deeper into the Undernet, we're gonna need our S license, so tune in next episode, I guess, when we try to get our S license. See you then.